My journey with Co-Anon started about 6 months ago, and it came from a rock bottom. So the reason I ended up at a meeting was because I felt like I couldn't cope anymore. And that's when we say our lives had become unmanageable. I was feeling out of control, like I couldn't live. Nothing I was doing was working. I was really frustrated. I felt empty inside and I felt like there was this heavy sickness in my body. And I was just out of control trying to fix things and change things and really suffering. I think suffering is the main word. I was not okay. And the beautiful qualifiers in my life, as we call them, my family members who experienced drug addiction and alcoholism, were on their own 12-step program. And I could see their growth, and I could see how they started to change the way they looked at things, and they were talking about things differently. And I saw them gaining peace over the years and become stronger and live a life a little bit more aligned with serenity. So someone advised me, as a family member of an addict, why don't you go to Co-Anon? And I'm a very social person. I'm very enthusiastic and I love to communicate. And this was the first time I'd ended up in a group setting, and I felt really, really vulnerable and quite nervous. And even though I felt like I wanted to run out of the room, sitting in a circle with a group of amazing people, after hearing other people's stories and after learning about what other people had been through, I slowly started to see and feel this sense of hope. And the magic that happens in those rooms, the magic that happens in those meetings, the sense of community and connection create hope and give you something to hold on to and give you tools to help your life be that little bit more manageable. And one thing you'll hear me say throughout this sharing of videos is that I no longer blame my qualifiers, so the addicts in my life. I don't blame them anymore for my struggles or my challenges. I don't feel like a victim anymore. I accept the way things have been, and I feel very grateful to have found a program that has allowed me to take that energy and take that focus back within, back into myself, instead of on other people. There have been many people in my life that have been affected by addiction in all different ways, and this meant that I adapted to life with my own traits, with my own defects and my own behaviors to try and survive. That's what we're trying to do all the time. We're trying to survive, and that's okay. And so becoming a part of this fellowship and having this community gave me the space to turn the attention I was putting out on all these other people back on myself, and empowered me to take control of my own actions, and gave me tools to be able to create my own peace without depending on other people. So I no longer feel like I used to feel, which was if they just did things my way, or if they just listened to me, or if they just stopped this or started this or quit this or took more of this or read this book, then everything would be fine. It seized that longing to control, and it stopped me projecting what I thought was best onto other people, and has let me instead shape myself and clean myself out to be able to not let the things around me bother me. And full transparency and full honesty will always come through on these videos. I have bad days, I have bad moments, but I can manage. I can get through the day with what I have learned. So that's how I got to the rooms after a life of chaos. There's no need to go into the details of the chaos because we can all relate, and everyone has an experience of chaos in their life. So that chaos drove me to my own rock bottom, where I realized I can't manage anymore, I need help. And I went and I saw what was possible and committed and kept going back. And I keep going back, and I keep attending meetings in person and on Zoom, where I get to talk to people who understand and who care and who respect and who listen and who are honest and call me out on my own things too. So it has helped me to grow after so many years of yoga, retreats, therapies, podcasts, books, self-help in all ways, silent retreats, plant medicine ceremonies. They were all things I tried to use to fix myself, and nothing worked. But this is a new way of living for me, and yeah, if you can relate, I'm delighted. And if this is something that's just randomly come across, maybe it's divine timing. So that is how I found Co-Anon.